down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, Coach Elliott told me before the game, this is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. I'll keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mustangs offense will start this game off with the football. And here are the guys who make it go. Just an outstanding offensive line.
And, man, those big boys up front, man, they're the foundation of this unit, right? Like, they control everything. You have a great quarterback back there, and that's awesome. And we're going to talk about him throughout the game. But the guys up front, man, the ability to be physical and keep him clean and keep him protected where he can do his work is the reason why this team is successful, Jesse. I bet you wish you had a line like that.
No question about it. And this defense, they've got their work cut out for them because they know they somehow, some way have got to be able to get home to the quarterback and try and affect him. That is easier said than done against this offensive line. They play as a cohesive unit. You don't see a lot of mental Simon errors. You don't see a lot of busts up front. They're able to keep this quarterback standing up. If they can do that today, it's going to be a long one for this defense.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Now on the move. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it first and 10 at the 31. The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Finds his tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. Here he goes. Touchdown, SMU. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And how about the big tight end doing the work for the quarterback, man? Nice short.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Holstein from the gun on third down. And he was looking to the end zone and they couldn't make the connection. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's Cooper. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help him out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Well, on that third down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On the move. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Grab behind the line. It's Galloway. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Starting to feel a little pressure. Fires on the move. Lost, the defense is wide open. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. To the air, it's Jennings. Here's a heat. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. The quick out. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Touchdown Mustangs! And they take it in for 6 more points. He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Cavaliers! The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Mustangs will punt it away on 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood.
Short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein. Complete to the right. He gets it to the 38-yard line. He'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, when you're running the crow route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you.
Makes the grab in their space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Virginia will call its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. Holstein. Under fire. And down he goes. Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Cavaliers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Rush is on him. Deep shot for the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
In the gun on 3rd down, here's Holstein. On target over the middle. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. SMU spends its 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Going to the run, it's Lewis. Touchdown, Virginia! Great job by the back on the option. Now the Mustangs will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. Good gain there, picks up the 1st down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get 1 more snap off. Snap to the back. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's lead things off with a look in on Colorado State.
The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky. Breaks into the open. Makes it past the marker. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to...
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And now this offense is back on the field. Off the play fake on first down. Fires left. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Oh, man, you don't see many of those anymore. Nowadays, the gloves are so good. The hands are so good. You don't see a lot of drop passes. Missed opportunity there for the receiver.
Unloads to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Looks as if we have a Cavalier who was shaken up on that last play. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Quarterback making checks. Gonna look downfield again. Plucks it out of the air. Runs through a man. He might have space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the...
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. A big play for the defense with the 1st down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Hey, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time, to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that 1st down marker. It'll be 4th down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He was able to come down with the pass, but... Dropping back, it's Jennings. Throws to the tight end. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Good. The SMU offense is back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. The Mustangs in the hurry-up.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath.
And he's thrown another interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Smith with the grab over the middle. Stopped at the... Three after the 15-yard pickup. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Wants to throw it again. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are...
Great to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Virginia Cavaliers and the SMU Mustangs. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Checking in with the Virginia head coach before this game. He is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. They'll run it from the gun. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. First down here for the offense. They're going to ride this running back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Safe completion on the screen. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
And the Mustangs with the 1st and 10. He's going to take off. Turning it on. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And you got to lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
From the gun, the ground game. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Using his feet. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
You got to love that 3rd down, man. 3rd and short, you've got to be the more physical team. And listen, it's magnified, right? Because the offense just gave up a touchdown. On the opening drive, like, you don't want to punt the football. So nice job being physical on 3rd and short, getting that next set of downs.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Now there's still a Mustang who is unable to get up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. A designed run for the quarterback. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
On 4th down, going to the air. Got it! He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touch! So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Here's Holstein to throw. Finds his big tight end. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The Cavaliers decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. That's it, 5. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
It's complete on the right side. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Wants to keep it in the air. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the... The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. The Mustangs want to crank the tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they...
There's a crease. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to be more physical up front.
There he goes. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a 1st down on every single play they run.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Man, this D's going to have to find some answers, guys. I mean, you've seen it. This offense has moved the ball down the field, done what they want. Now first and goal situation. Who cares about the yards? Like, step up right here, try to force them into a fourth down, try to make them kick a field goal.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he breaks.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. At the 35, he's loose. Wide open on the right. Out of bounds at the 34-yard line as they come out of their own territory with a vengeance. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Back to pass, it's Jennings. Got his man. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's got it. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. SMU spends his 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal. Now will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, SMU!
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's
maybe a crease. At the 20. Touchdown Mustangs! With that, they grab the lead. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for a crease. It's Green. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Jennings. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Back to the ground game on the left. And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't, and they got stuffed. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. Might have a chance. Gets it up to the 26-yard line. They keep it on the ground, and that paid off. The Mustangs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. On the run, it's Green. Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Makes the catch. It's Galloway. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
What an unbelievable job by the secondary. No pass rush in sight. Quarterback had all day to throw, but they still took away all the options in the back end. Great job.
Dropping back, it's Jennings. Under fire. Quarterback got it himself. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got two quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
And the Mustangs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. To the air on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
Touchdown, SMU. They've got the lead here in the 4th. On to attempt the try. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They'll make the stop, but he gets enough to keep the drive moving on 4th down, a crucial conversion for this offense. And the Cavaliers are rolling down the field. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. A pair of one-loss teams, and they know that that 2nd L can put them in harm's way as we battle here in the final minutes. Gives it on the option. They bring him down behind the line of scrimmage, and now he'll have to go back to work to get over 100 yards again for the day. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! And they get a little closer here late in the game.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. You kicked a field goal, you're now within 1 possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Virginia will call its first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain. Timeout is called by Virginia. That's their 2nd. They'll have 1 left. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. On the move, it's Green. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Timeout on the field. The Cavaliers have taken their final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock.
So surprised. We have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
The crowd is going to tell you the result of this one. They are into it on this huge 3rd and 3. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
And, man, it's a big decision for this offense. Like, having the lead, does that change your mind? Are you less aggressive or do you go for the gusto? Do you try to finish this thing off yourself by getting the first down, continuing to possess the ball here in the fourth quarter?
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Quarterback keeper. How about that defense rising up and stopping? They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. To the air, it's Jennings. Here's a throw downfield late. Got a man in the middle. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make...
Oh, look out. The ball's free. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Defense slamming the door shut with a fumble recovery, and the offense should be able to run out the clock from here. The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. And they come out with a field goal lead. Defense just got to stop now to capitalize, David.
Yeah, keep the momentum going, right? Defense did a great job. They held serve, got you the football back, Jesse. Let's go get some points.
And I'm curious to see how they're going to do this. Are they going to be aggressive after the defense got the stop and take a shot, or are they going to try to be more conservative here and bleed the clock?
The Cavaliers hope to be able to run out the clock in this final minute. Eli Holstein to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Lined up in the gun, 3rd down, Eli Holstein. Wide open downfield. The Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The give to the left side. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. SMU spends his 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Rides to the back. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one. Now the Mustangs will use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Great to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Virginia Cavaliers and the SMU Mustangs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
I caught up with the SMU head coach before the game. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Grabs it in the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, Kevin Jennings has a high ceiling, David, and we've seen throughout his career when he's playing well, this offense is lights out. This is a guy who's quarterbacked this team to a college football playoff already, but there have been some dips as well. He's got to limit the mistakes. I think that's the whole key this season. Staying healthy, limiting the turnovers. If they do that, they'll be laughing on offense.
And he's not the biggest guy in the world, but his athletic ability really shines through. You just want to see him be more patient in the pocket. Like, make those easy plays. You don't have to always be fading away and make it hard on yourself. But the one thing you know about this offense, it's fast and it's fun. And this is a guy that can scramble around and make big plays.
Oh, they're after him. On the run, deep down the right side. And he's got it at the 15-yard line.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a 3rd down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals because, you know, kicking field goals sometimes down the road can come back to bite you.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Green. And he's in. Pound. They'll run it to the right side. Got enough for the first. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. They'll ride the hot hand. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's take a look at the numbers for these two guys so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. First play of the period, first down here. This time he wants to throw. On target. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive game. The Mustangs will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Jennings. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. For just a second, let's take a big-picture view of SMU. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a four-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got his man, and he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. And the Mustangs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wants to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. Breaks into the open. Drives to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Beck has it. Touchdown, Mustangs! Lining up in the wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. They forged ahead just a bit, not a lot working with the wildcat there.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14. Caught behind the line. It's Galloway. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Has it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. The Mustangs will try to punch it in on first and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Tight end now in motion. The offense changing the play. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
Virginia will call its first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Wide out trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Timeout is called by Virginia. That's their second. They'll have one left. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. A run for the quarterback. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's screen. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Bring in the heat. Quarterback gets enough. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. SMU spends his second timeout here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Makes the catch. It's Galloway. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to throw. Time running short in the half. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. Let's lead things off with a look in on Colorado State taking on the Texas State Bobcats. And it's the Rams, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And there is still a lot of work to do on the season, but they get back to 2-4 in the standings. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game in Dallas. This offense hits the half with some impressive scoring drives today. It's been a well-oiled machine, and if this keeps up, they could be approaching some school records today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Cavaliers will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Pressure coming. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Mustangs will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. No fair catches here, looking for room. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the... The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Complete on the left to Smith. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Throws to the wideout. And the missed connection on 3rd down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Not a chance. Missed it. And SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the middle. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Using his feet to buy time. Finds his big tight end. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. The quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and touches it down. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
And they get him down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Complete in the middle. Goes down immediately, but that's just what they needed. It'll be a 1st down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And the Mustangs have this offense rolling. Looking for room. It's screen. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now there's still a Mustang who is unable to get up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Green. Could be an alley. Picks up the 1st down. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Lining up in the wildcat, let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Virginia will call its first timeout. They still have a couple of times. Touchdown, SMU! Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time, gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the 1st down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
Motion from the wideout. He'll set up to throw. Here's a heat. And they got him.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are. It's late. Everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown.